Okay, so this time I'm using the current sketch from Scrap-A-Sketch. Okay, so I printed off a couple of pictures of my little baby granddaughter and my son, and they are at her little brother's, her older brother, I guess, soccer game. So I thought this would be fun and bright papers for that. I also grabbed some alphas because I want a specific title for this one. I also grabbed a stamp. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but I was thinking I might do florals this time, so I might use some of the leaves from this. This is from Vicky Bouton's Where To Next. These are my scraps from last week, and then we have the paper pad again. And but I am gonna do a little bit of a flip through, so you'll get to see quickly. I'm just looking for what I want for a background paper, and I think, I don't know if I want to do pink or I love that rainbow ledger too. That's a cute one. Last week we did the purple grid. Could also do this blue dot. I think I went through them all. Could also do the green because there's trees behind them. But I think I'm loving on the pink right now, so I'm gonna go with the pink. And it's like a dark pink, so dark it's kind of purpley. So I'm gonna do that. And then for my strip down here, I think I'm gonna go with something a little bit more light. I like this. But if I'm going to use florals as embellishments, I don't necessarily want floral paper. Let's see what else we got. How about sunshines? Sunshines are fun. She's definitely got a sunny personality. Let's do that. Okay, and then for my strips down the side, I'm going to want to use my stripe strips again, and then I think I'll just use some scraps for this, these two pieces in here. So, I also typed up some journaling and set my date stamp to the date that these photos were taken. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with this paper. I'm just gonna cut off the branding strip. The colors in this collection are so vibrant. It's so much fun. You can use it for so many things. And I know that it says main character, so I think some people thought maybe like a Disney theme, but I didn't get that vibe from it. You could definitely, like I showed last week, you could definitely use it for scrapbooking Disney photos, but I didn't get like a typical Disney vibe from it, that's for sure. So I am using chipped sapphire distress ink today for distressing my edges, just because I feel like it goes with the navy kind of color that's in this collection. So I think it would be a good, there's no, other than white, there's not really any neutrals in this. But you could also do like a gray or a black, of course. Always, they go with everything. So that's my background piece. I'm gonna guess that this line piece is about 5.5 inches. So I'm gonna cut about 5.5 off of this. Could be sunflowers, could be sunshines, depending on how you look at it. So I'm gonna do 5.5. But like I said, there's no measurements on here. I'm just guessing. So I'm just looking at it and making an educated guess based on the 12-inch square. And I feel like it doesn't matter if it's actually meant to be 5 or 6 or whatever, as long as we're creating something, right? There's no wrong way, as my friend Ginger likes to say. And I'm just trying to get it to be straight. Maybe I'll get the T-square out because, you know, unless I stand up and stick my head under the camera, I think that I should probably, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Look at that. Okay. Because there are lines on here, but then I always question myself, like, are they straight lines or are they not? I don't know, because sometimes designers don't do straight lines. They do intentionally crooked lines, right? Okay, so I'm going to use that stripe strip again as my border strips. I really love a stripe strip for that. I feel like it brings in all the colors of the collection, and then I don't have to worry about color matching and making sure I'm not missing anything and that sort of thing. I just feel like it ties everything in without being too distracting. So I'm going to cut 1/2 by 12 inch for both of those, and then just ink around the edges with my chipped sapphire distress ink. If you're looking for distress ink, we also have that in the shop, of course. All things Tim Holtz are hanging out in the shop if you're a Tim Holtz fan. I use mostly distress inks for my scrapbooking because I just use mostly for distressing edges and doing some light mixed media. I don't do a ton. I do have some oxide inks. If you're looking for stamping inks, the oxide inks definitely do a better job of that. But really, if you're a stamper, you'll want to go with the more archival version of those inks. Again, with the lining things up. Now this is just a little bit off, so I'm just going to do a little trim, give it a little haircut. There we go. Okay. So now I have this little beginnings of layout. Probably go like this. And let's see. Now I want a couple of little scraps of paper back here. So maybe I'll start with this blue. And I'm guessing that they're about the same width as the photos, so 3 inches. And then I'll just take a scrap of this as well. There we go. So just using the scraps that I already had there from my last layout. And I could cut this piece off, that's the branding strip, or I could leave it on. I'm going to leave it on at first because I can always take it off, but it's harder to reattach it, right? And then make the edges on this one. And I didn't really measure a length on these, I just used the scrap that I had and went with it that way. Okay. And then I think I'm going to mat those photos in white. So now is this, these are all 4 by 6, I'm going to guess. Okay, well that's okay. We'll go 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And these are just paper scraps, so it's probably from a project at some point where I just had these scraps laying around. So I don't know where everybody prints their photos, but I've been printing at home for a couple of years now, and I use the Epson PictureMate 400, and oh my gosh, I love that thing. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut my journaling block down. Now I have to decide if I want to just leave it as a white journaling block, or do I want to mount it on another piece of paper. And I just typed that up and printed it on a scrap of paper. There we go. Could just put it right here. So this is 2 3/4 by 1.5. So I'm gonna go 3. I'm just gonna go up 1/4 of an inch by 1 3/4. Oh, I did not measure that well. Okay, we'll just cut it down again. It's fine. So it kind of looks even on all the sides. There we go. All right. So we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, so I'm gonna tack some of this stuff down. I'm gonna get these down. Where's that T-square? Make things straight for me. The T-square ruler is my friend if you want one. Joe's also brought those into the shop, but you can get them at any arts or drafting supplies store. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just gonna put this one kind of here. Make sure it's lining up. There we go. Now, oh, where did I put it? Oh, I put it away. Look at me being so efficient. My foam tape. So this one I think I want flat against there. And then this one I think I want popped up. Okay. So I will do that. Let's see. So my title I want for this one to be Cheer Squad, because in my journaling it says little Miss Amelia is loving all the action around her at her big brother Quentin's soccer games. Today she's kicking her feet, waving her arms with excitement, and vocalizing a ton. A little cheer squad all on her own. So, okay. So I'm just going to put my ruler here, and I'll just put the letters out until I have everything I want. You. I love these foam thickers too. When they switched from chipboard's fine, but it never sticks like it's supposed to. It doesn't have as much like flexibility when you're trying to like move around other things. So I just really love the foam. And I love that Simple Stories has made them in like all the colors. When they do that, it makes me want the whole rainbow. Doodlebug did a similar thing recently with a smaller alpha, and now I want all those colors too. Look at me using a Q in an actual word and not as an O. What? It's like a scrapbooking win right there. And I always think like I'll use Q because Quentin's name is with a Q, but you don't put their names as titles. I don't. So silly thought, but anyway. I did do a whole page where I just put a bunch of Q's in a circle and put like the text messages and screenshots and stuff from when they decided what to name him. Because I thought that's one way to get those, especially the ones that you can't really cut into O's. But don't think oh yeah, I do. I don't think I have any R's, but I do. I was just looking on the wrong side. I might have all the letters still on my original one. Haven't even cracked the second package yet. I've taken to buying white and black fonts in doubles, but I'm starting to think I need to buy them all that way. So anyway, how's that for enabling people? I just hate when I run out of letters before I feel like I'm done playing with that font. Here or here? I'm going to go up here and I'm going to offset it a little bit. This way. Cheer squad. She's so cute. In her little shades. Oh my gosh, she's like so funny now. She's 2, right? So she's like, the other day she was like, I was in the playroom with them and she puts on a pair of sunglasses, but she puts them on upside down. And when I try to correct her, no, not having it. She is perfectly fine with them upside down and does not understand why I think they need to be switched. And okay. So she walked around with her upside down sunglasses on like a little diva with her baby in the stroller and her little... She's so funny. She just wants to be a little mummy. When we went to the science center, we could not get her out of the shopping, like the grocery, like a fake grocery store for kids, and she thought that was the cat's meow. She was just being the little mama, pushing the shopping cart. This is not straight at all. Pushing her shopping cart, doing her thing, buying her fruits and veggies. She's so funny. Cheer Squad. Looks a little rough to read on the camera, from what I can tell, but from real life, like when I'm looking at it, there's no question what it says because of that dimension, right? It's not two-dimensional. The foam adhesive gives it a little bit of lift and pushes it off the page a bit. So, what kind of embellishments do I want to put on here? What's going to support my story? Well, she's got flowers on her blankie, unicorns and hearts on her outfit. She's outside. And there's tons of florals in this collection. So I might, on the sketch, she has like, and like, never take that seriously. Like, it does not need to be stars, right? That's just embellishment, right? And so I see an embellishment grouping here and an embellishment grouping here. So let's see about just throwing some florals on there. What else do we have here? Aren't these so cute? They're like, I don't know, fun. All those colors down here and bring this yellow back up here. Okay, big cluster it is. Toss those back in the embellishment container that I have there sitting off to my side. Now, do I want to pop this up and overlap my photo or tuck it under? Well, I think I'm going to tuck it. But I want it to go this way because this flower looks like it's like standing up. It's got a stem there. So, how do I want to do that? I'm just going to not really ink all of the edges. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm going to add a little bit on there. Just give it a little bit of distressing. Lift that up a bit. There. And then same with this one, I'll just add like a little bit of distressing along the edges, but not like getting in every groove sort of a thing. Just gives that, it ties it in with the other papers because it's a paper embellishment. There we go. I'm gonna lift that C again. That C is not having a good day. Lifted him up a lot. A lot. You know what I kind of want on here is an exclamation point, because what better place to put it than if you're cheering, right? It's too high. Down, down. There we go. Okay. Now I'm also thinking that I want one of these little bits. There's none left in that one, but see how they have these little like asterisks that kind of look flowery? I'm gonna just put a couple on here just to bring that down here. Okay, what else we got? Do I want any of these? Now, it's already dimensional because the clouds are popped up from the sunshine, so I'm going to take off that extra bit of foam tape. And again, I'm just going to ink around a little bit. And I'm going to put this up here. I don't like how it's kind of making dead space there though. Maybe I want it here. Okay. Oops. Too much adhesive there. And then down here, maybe I'll put this little floral one with the butterfly. That's cute. And again, the butterfly's popped up, so I'm going to take this one off. That's just a personal preference. I like dimension on my pages, but sometimes I don't want too much dimension. It just depends. Depends on what else is on the page. And I don't want this to stand out more than my photo, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna add that one there. Got a little butterfly on there. That's really cute. Okay, so those are the layered stickers, they are called. And they're kind of like a cardboardy, not quite chipboard, but not paper either. Look at all of these cute puppies. There's got to be something we can use here today. How about a little birdie? I don't like birds, but Amelia loves birds. So, except now she might have a little fear of owls. There was an owl at the zoo and she was admiring it and it like went after her. It was so scary. So, freaked her right out. This little birdie could go here, and then I want another one maybe here. This little blue one is facing the right direction. Let's see. Again, I don't want to leave like dead space. You know what I mean? Like if I block that in. There we go. How about right there? Okay. And then on here, we're on my journaling. I'm just going to take this little sticker that says the details because I have a little bit of extra space at the top of that journaling block. So there, we got some birds going on from the puppies. I love puppy stickers. It reminds me of when I was little and I collected stickers. Did everybody have a sticker book? Or is nobody as old as me? It was an 80s thing. We collected stickers. Okay, and this time I think I'm gonna, last time I used like the diamond shapes, this time I think I'm gonna use the heart shapes. So let's see. I want a little blue one. And we'll go here, pink. Get a pink one in there. Nice. How about green? Green will stand out. Got lots of green in my leaves. Okay, and then I want some down here too. Let's see. Another pink. There we go. And one here. And then one more. Let's see what we get. How about this one? There we go. Okay. So all I need to do now is find a place to stamp my date. And these photos. Oh, you know what else I was gonna do? I was gonna stamp some leaves around to like kind of extend my floral. I think I will do that. I think it'll look nice on here. I haven't used this stamp yet, so I'm just gonna rub it on my skin just to season it a little bit. Your kids had sticker books? Oh, Joe had a sticker book too. So fun, right? I saw somebody post a picture of their old pink sticker book from when they were a kid, and I had the exact same one, but mine was blue because I was not a pink fan. Never have been. Okay. So, I think, look at me. This is how I scrapbook for real life, guys. This is what you get when you're watching me live and not on an edited video. It's me picking up things and putting them back, and then having to use different glue because, you know, I wrecked the glue that was already given to me from the manufacturer. It's just how I roll. But here's the thing. If I had done this first, how would I know where I want it? Am I wrong? I don't know. So anyway, that's just how I do things. So this is, again, like I said, from the Where to Next collection, which I think I'm going to try to use on one of our lives because it's also in the shop and it's super cool. There we go. That one didn't come out quite as nice, but that's okay. And this one still has a lot of stick on it. No worries. This does not. I'll get some glue. Yes? Okay. Like, is it gonna stay there? I don't know. I also want one up here. Who's freaking out? Don't freak out. It'll be fine, I promise. When I put it back down, it'll all be fine. Okay, putting this back down under. Look, it's so nice. Okay, not the end of the world, right? Okay, I might now go in and add just a little bit of glue because I You know, things are kind of popping out where I don't want them to pop out, but it's all good. Maybe one here. Okay. I think I stuck my sleeve in my ink. I hope not. I really like this sweater. Okay, so that was from this one, Sunshine and Good Vibes, from, actually it's called Good Vibes Stamp from Vicky Booten on the Where To Next. And it's a little preview for you. We'll do something with Where To Next at some point because I have a ton of it. Okay, so there we go. And where is my date stamp? There it is. So my date is set. Just have to make sure I don't put it on upside down, which I have done before. And I'm just going to put it in this little cluster down here. And there we have it. Cheer squad. My layout for today. Hi Joanne, how are you? So happy you can pop in and say hi. Okay, so here's my sketch from Lisa at Scrap a Sketch, and I think she posts them once a week, so check her out. That's a lot of fun. Well, in this picture she was like 5 months old. She is 2 now, and she is yeah, almost 3 nager, because she's got the sass. But I love it. It's so much fun when they're not your own kids. Like, I just find her pee your pants funny all the time. She's just so funny. Okay, so that's it. Today we used main character energy. If you want to buy some of this collection, please check it out in the shop. There is so much good stuff. Also, if you're a purple fan, there's not a ton of purple in scrapbooking, but this collection has purple alphas. So they are foam, I believe, thickers with glitter on them, and they are purple. And not this pinky purple. They're purple purple. So if that's your jam, go check them out. Thanks, guys. It was great to see you all tonight. Thank you so much for stopping in. If you're watching from Tomorrowland, please leave us a comment and just say hi and that you were here. We love hearing from you guys. We will be back next Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.